Hi, this is Dillon Deveney, and this is my interview podcast. In this podcast, I will be interviewing Christopher Ramsey. Christopher Ramsey is a teacher at Full Sail University. He teaches in the creative writing program, and he's one of the past teachers of mine. He's been working in the creative writing field for about 15 years. He's worked for news stations such as Fox, and he's also been a documentary maker. And since I'm in the creative writing program myself, I thought, what better person? So in this podcast, I will be putting text for the questions that will be asked, and then I will use the audio to read his questions aloud because I received his answers via email. I hope you enjoy the podcast. I see the role of visual arts as one that should force us to examine who we are as a culture. I can only answer this question from my own limited perspective. For the last 5 years, I have served on the documentary selection committee for the Florida Film Festival. Each year, I have screened over 300 documentaries. What I have seen over those 5 years has transformed and deepened my understanding of humanity. Documentary storytelling has evolved and benefited from the new digital technology over the last decade and has become a real voice for creative nonfiction visual storytellers. Visual storytellers, in this new age, can capture the same truth, the same drama, and the same art as the networks, the studios, and the corporate-owned media industry and distribute it via transmitted pipeline to the world. Examples of these documentaries are Hoop Dreams, Man on Wire, Marin Call, and Exit Through the Gift Shop. I'm not sure I understand the question, but I think the iconic Burt Stern photos of Marilyn Monroe are frequently revisited, recently done by Lindsay Lohan. The portrait of Che Guevara comes to mind as a symbol of anarchy, which seems to be popular in the modern-day media. On the flip side, there are a lot of racial stereotypes and images of graphic violence in both cinema and the video game industry, such as Grand Theft Auto. This question seems way too broad. What industry? Perhaps the answer before works here as well. But if I had to pick one, perhaps the sexy vampire. Van Gogh, Edvard Munch, Edward Hopper. I favor expressionism and realism. I've always linked my favorite novels to various works of art. I can't read, or watch, The Grapes of Wrath without thinking about the photos of Walker Evans.